Yeah, yeah. Yeah, man. Blessed everyone and a blessed day. Blessed day. Hmm.
No. Hmm? Good
Yeah,
evening,
man.
good night, England. Good evening, good night, England. My name is Donald Miller, as you know. Yeah, and me I
Yeah,
got
well
to
gone,
stay
Donald
to
Miller.
close.
Donald Miller. Well gone, Papa. Well on. Don't rush it.
Okay, okay, sir.
Yeah, yeah, hear me good?
Yeah, man, clear.
Yeah. Mm. Yeah, man. Me just come on for the slave, you know?
And me that me up on the slave side way.
Oh, it kind of dark. I'm not seeing your face clearly. Yeah, that's better.
And you see,
That's better, man. Yeah, man. Yeah.
yeah.
So what go on?
Well, me just there and I struggling now. Jamaica, the sun hot. Little rain this morning, but then it kind of calm down now.
Okay, yeah, yeah. The weather
Mhm.
cannot change over here so as well, you know?
Yeah, me know I evening
Mm.
now after 6.
Yeah, after 6. Yeah, just after 6.
Mm.
Yeah, man. So I don't know. First and foremost, you know my name Lionfoot. You see
Yeah.
it, and I want to say big up yourself and thanks for choosing Lionfoot, giving Lionfoot TV the opportunity to come and share your story because, you know, that's what the
Mm.
channel is here for. You see it?
Okay, no problem.
Yeah, to educate and uplift, and you know, people have a voice, want to come and share them story. The channel is here, so blessed love and self. And if you would like to kindly introduce yourself to everyone, you know, yeah,
Yeah, as in, my name is Donald Miller, and I'm currently in Jamaica fighting for
okay.
justice because I've that been denied me for so long.
So we're in Jamaica. Where in Jamaica are you right now?
Right now, I'm on Constant Spring Road, Kingston.
Or is that where you reside?
Yeah, I reside in Narbrook.
Oh, Narbrook, see? Okay.
Yeah.
So sit back and look, Dana. Yeah, yeah, man. Can you feel it dark? It's dark, you know. I want everybody to see your face clearly and thing. You get me?
It's better.
Yeah, hear me? Yeah, hear me from there? Or whatever comfortable with you. You get me? Yeah.
How is that lion put that better?
Yeah, that better. Yeah, yeah. Big up yourself,
All
Shadow.
right,
Yeah.
make him hold it. I'll make him hold it.
Yeah, because I want my whole mind too, you know? Mm.
All right.
Your mind on me on, yeah. Yeah. Okay, Dana. Yeah, so continue now, Papa. How long when did you first arrive in the UK?
I arrived in the UK on the 24th of May, 1996.
1996. And how long were you in the UK for?
I were in the UK until the 11th of September 2012.
Okay, so you stayed for 6 years in the country.
No, nearly 17 years.
Oh, 1996. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Sorry.
Mm.
Okay, yeah.
Mm.
Where were you staying? Where were you living in the UK? Which part
I
of the
were
UK?
living in I were living in Yorkshire, in Leeds.
Oh, Leeds, Yorkshire. Yeah, yeah. See, that are near Bradford, them side there.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay. Okay, so yeah, I understand that you have a family here.
Yes, sir.
Okay. How many kids do you have and how many
I have 4 kids living in the UK just now.
in the UK? Okay. And you're still married?
I don't quite certain if my wife divorced me or not, but my son, the last told me that she still have my name.
Okay.
So
She still has your name. So that means I don't think she has divorced you yet. If she still has your name, then I don't think that has happened.
yeah, because I tell you what happened. While I were incarcerated, they did send me a divorce paper, which I did
Oh,
refuse to sign.
okay.
Which I did.
Oh,
I did.
yeah, you refuse to sign, yeah.
Right.
Okay. Hmm. But I think there's other ways around where she could have get it done. But maybe, yeah, as your son said, she still has your name. That means it happened then, you know?
Okay.
So you haven't been
He
in
send up.
contact. When was the last time you spoke to her, with her?
I haven't spoken with her for a while, but I speak to my son on a regular basis.
Or you speak to all your kids, them, yeah?
Yeah.
How many boys and girls you have? Like,
I have 3 sons living in the UK and 1 daughter.
okay, you have any kids in Jamaica?
No, no, not at present.
Okay, so all your life is here. Wow.
Yes.
Okay, so yeah. All right, if you wanna continue and go ahead and let us know what happened, like from the beginning, or what happened, and because I understand that you had a business over here as well.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, what
Okay.
really happened now? What really happened? I came to the UK on the 24th of May, 1996. I
Yeah.
reside in the UK. I work there. I get married to a British citizen. I produce children there. While
And
working,
you were
I
and
invest.
and you were a
Yeah,
legal citizen, right? You were a legal
yeah,
citizen in the country.
yes. At the
Yeah.
time, it was 6 months. I
Mhm.
get married before my 6 month expired.
Yeah.
So, yes, I sent off my book to the Home Office, which they did give me a 1 year working permit
Yeah.
at the time.
Leave to remain. Yeah. Mhm.
Yes. And
Yeah.
while I was there working, I saved some money and I opened a business, which is a West Indian grocery
Oh,
shop. Just a
a
small West
grocery
Indian.
shop. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah. Nice.
yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, I used to sell West Indian things like Jamaican things and all
Yeah.
things.
Yeah. The products, them. Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
just as the shop began to grow, at some time, I think it was October 2002, I were in my place of business when I saw this police with a black guy or a colored guy on the floor, choking him, squeezing him, and the guy began to bawl that he's coming with him. This is where it all started to go. The guy were shouting that I'm coming with you, man, you kill me. And there were a lot of people gathered around. This was on the road.
And
So
yeah. Well,
yeah,
and this was like near
as
your
I
shop or inside
concerned,
the shop?
in front my shop,
In front.
just
Okay.
right
Yeah.
in front my shop.
Yeah.
So as a concerned citizen, I came out and said, go easy on him, officer. He say he's coming with you. Go easy.
1 second. A dog. That's a dog. Shout out
Yeah,
a dog. You can
he
jump
run
on
gone.
me. Big guy. Yeah. He must have liked me. Yeah. Yeah. Hello. I'm doing an interview. Sorry. Sorry. Look what that dog. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
He's coming.
Big up, big up, big up, big up.
Yeah.
Still
Oh, sorry.
summer,
Sorry about
sun
that.
still at,
Dog. Eh? Eh?
sun still at over there.
Yeah, the sun is shining, but it's a bit chill.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Summer over now.
Yeah, kind
Summer
of. Yeah,
over.
it was carnival on Monday.
Monday gone. Bank holiday.
Yeah,
Mm-mm.
yeah. Sorry about that. Sorry about that, Dada. Yeah.
No problem, no problem.
Dog, jump on my stars. Yeah. So continue. Yeah.
Yeah, so like I was saying, while I were in my shop, I heard the guy shouting, and I came out. I see a few people stand up looking on. So I simply walk to the police and say, go easy upon him, officer. Him say, I come with you. So
Yeah.
go easy and things. So anyway, them radio for backup. You know the English system run.
Yeah,
Them
man. And
radio for backup.
them coming up plentiful.
Right. So
Mhm.
them come, they pick up the guy off the floor, took him to where they took him. About half an hour after that, some police came to my place of business. They said to me, Donald, we want to have a search of your business place. I asked them, did you have a warrant? Do you have a warrant? They said no. So I said, you cannot search my business place. Not because I have something to hide, but you know the principle in England. If you don't have
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
search warrant, you're not supposed to turn up at a person's business place. So I denied them that access to search my place. Anyway, the guy turned to me, the policeman turned to me and said, I'm going to arrest you for hitting me, which I did not hit him. He said he's going to
Mm.
arrest me for assault. The
So
camera and everything.
when did he say you hit him? When he was have the guy apprehended on the ground?
Yes, while I was saying to him, go easy.
Yeah.
You know, England full of camera, and
Yeah,
Chappertown
full of
Road
camera, yeah.
full of camera. My business place installed with camera as well,
Yeah.
right? So them say they're gonna arrest me for an assault, which I did cooperate with them. See,
Mm-hmm.
while I cooperate with them, they asked me to close my shop. I closed my shop. You hearing me?
Yeah, I'm hearing you, yeah.
Yeah. By the time I closed my shop, my wife at the time get down from where up her house because she were going to work that evening. When she get down, I close the shop and I under my business place keys, which she took from me. Said time the police and put me in the van and went to Chappertown police station. I can't remember the precise day, but I know it's about October, November 2002. When them went away with me, then they have me at the station from about 5 o'clock till about 10, till about 10 a.m., 10 p.m. that
Mm-hmm.
night. When them released me that night and I went back to my business place were torn to pieces.
Mm.
Everyone advised me not to touch anything but to video it for safekeeping, which I did.
So there was a
While I
breaking
video,
in. Someone
no,
breaking and
no, the police them took the key from my wife while I
oh,
were
them to the
in the
key from
vehicle.
her.
Yes, and went back behind my back. Nobody was there to see what were going on, and they tore my shop to pieces.
So then what about
Luckily,
the
they didn't.
camera? You understand your shop did have camera?
Yeah, but everything were off, so
Oh,
nothing
okay.
were.
Well,
But
nothing
luckily,
was captured yet.
yeah, nothing were seen and nothing were found in my shop, which is entourage, nothing illegal. So
Mm-hmm.
they released me that night and everything. So it goes on from there. I went to court. I went to court. The judge acquitted me after viewing the camera and saw me speaking with the police. I did not hit him. The judge acquitted me and ordered the police to return my property that he took from my shop to me,
Yeah.
which was only two mobile phones. Anyway, me and my wife went to the shop, went to the police station to retrieve my phone. In the presence of my wife, the policeman said to me, listen, I'm not going to stop. We're going to get you. We're going to get you, Donald. So everyone in Leeds keeps saying to me, listen, Donald, this is not good for business in England. England don't go like Jamaica.
Yeah,
So,
they will fight. They can't fight fire with fire, you know?
right.
With
And
them,
it's not
especially
good
with
when
them, yeah.
it's not good when police start visit your business place.
Yeah, yeah, they gonna take set, yeah.
Right. So
So
my mom in Jamaica,
sorry, so
yeah.
these police, are they were they were they were you come in contact with them before? Why are them just start calling Donald like that? Did
Because when they,
have you ever was it on the same day them know your name? Or they know
yes,
you before?
no, they know my name.
Okay. But
Right.
before them
So
arrest the brother, them know say you're Donald.
yes, because I have the shop right on the front page, and these guys keep passing by all along. You know.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah, come just ask,
So
come just wonder for police to be calling you by name, it's like them it's like
yeah, yeah,
you
yeah.
have
Well,
them have
you
some
know.
close correspondence, you know.
Right. Right.
So that's why I ask if
Right.
they know you before. Why? Cause them just the way you're saying it is like them know your name from long time, or you and them come across before.
Yes.
Okay.
Right. So they knew me by my name.
Mm.
So after all I've said and done, after the judge acquitted me, and me and my wife went back to retrieve my thing, the guy said to me, we're gonna get you. We're not gonna stop until we get you. So I
Okay.
said, okay. I closed down the business and I leave Leeds and I went to Nottingham.
Mhm.
Where yeah, I went to Nottingham because The solicitor that represented me at the time, they said to me, let me tell you something, Donald. These police are very vindictive. And if they set out to hurt you, they're gonna hurt you.
They will, yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah, so the best advice I would give you is to leave that community, which I did. Anyway,
Okay.
it was coming
So
up. It
you
was
move
coming up.
from Leeds to Nottingham with your family.
No, my family were still living in Leeds.
Okay.
But I went to Nottingham to stay with a friend of mine. But from time to time, I would visit my kids.
Mm.
Um, it was coming up to my son's birthday when I went there. And while I were in the house on that morning, I can't remember the day off the top of my head now. But then my wife called me the morning and she said to me, Donald, somebody's downstairs to you. But it were police. But at the time, my son were a very young child. But because they didn't
Okay.
have on police clothes, I guess they have on their police vest, but they were in plain clothes.
Then close
So,
police come. Okay.
yeah.
Mm.
So my wife said to me, okay, let me take Malachi, which is my son's name. Let me take Malachi to nursery. So my wife went away with the child because she didn't want him to experience none of this, what's going on, because he's young. He's only 4 at the time.
So your wife went away and left you with the police then.
Right. He were
I
about
didn't think
4 to
that
5.
was a wise move. I think she should have stayed because as a witness and for your protection, because if
Right.
she's not there, you got no proof. Them can do anything, plant anything. You know what I mean? And
Right.
you as a black man, when time your wife, is she white or black or
No, no. She's black.
black? Okay, so yeah, I think that wasn't the wise move was for her to stay.
Yeah, but because my child, we didn't want to put him through this trauma. And I can understand her position as well.
Yeah. Mm.
So what really happened, they
So what
didn't
happened from
plant
there when she
anything.
left you with them? What happened? What happened?
They didn't plant anything. They took me away. I think it was Bridewell police station in Leeds. I
Mm.
haven't, that was the first time I'm going to that station. And they took me to the station. To my surprise, they arrested me and cautioned me, and they said they charging me. They are. I don't remember if they said they charged me, but they put 11 count of robbery on me and 7 count of burglary, if memory serves me right, which all
Yeah.
adds up to 18 count.
18 counts of yeah, last minute. So that mean them charge her then.
No,
The bur-
they didn't charge me at the time, but they said I'm gonna go on an identification parade.
Okay.
Remember, I'm a tall black man from Jamaica. I'm a tall black guy from Jamaica at the time. So when they did all this thing, I were there. They gave me a solicitor, which the solicitor correspond with me and show me the procedure of what's going to take place because I were oblivious to everything that were going on.
Mm.
After I say this, after the solicitor guide me through the process and thing, they put me back in the cell and I were there. And that day, the evening, the solicitor came back to me and she said to me, Donald, so far, so good. They conduct 11 ID parade today and no one identified you
Yeah.
as the culprit. But the police them say they're gonna keep you overnight until the following day to proceed with the next 7.
Wow.
I said, oh. I said, okay, which they did. So, and the following day, the solicitor come back to me and said, out of the 7, 4 identified you as the perpetrator.
Mm.
So we're gonna charge you, which they did. They charged me and they put me in front of the court. The court proceed and thing, which the Crown prosecution tried to make me an offer. They said to me, if I plead guilty, then they would give me 10 years. But if they tried me and found me guilty, they're gonna give me 15 years. I said to them, listen, you know what? I did not do this crime and I'm not gonna plead guilty to something that I never done. So
Yeah.
tried me. They tried me and they said they found me guilty Instead of giving me 15 years, they give me 7 years
Mm.
to run concurrently.
Consecutively, yeah, concurrently, yeah. Mm.
Right. All right. The solicitor and the barrister came down to me and they said to me, sir, listen, Donald, we know you did not commit this crime. And the police have good information about the perpetrator. But because
Yeah.
they want you, they're not gonna stop until they get you.
And just
So
pin that pan, yeah, yeah. And that is how them stay.
yeah.
Messed
So
up. Messed up rest of stocks for real, yeah.
yeah, the barrister said to me,
Uh,
listen, give me some time and I'm gonna look at the procedure and look at the law and where we go from there. If there's an appeal to be lodged, then I will do so. I said, okay.
mm.
The
And
they
what were
get back.
these robberies? What sort of robberies were these?
I don't have a clue. All I know it was robbery with aggravation. I
I'm
wasn't
not tell you what
there.
kind of robbery, if it was person or store or shop or whatever.
I think it was some person. I
You
think
were,
it was some person. Right. So
well,
the barrister and the solicitor get back to me and they bring me a dossier with a grounds of appeal, which they lodge because they say they have strong grounds to prove that I was not the culprit, which
yeah.
they did sometime. I think it was in 2003. The first judge knocked me back to say the trial judge were right in his summing up and so forth. So again, the barrister get back in touch with me and they said to me, listen, Donna, this first judge is wrong and we're gonna take this all the way. We're going to the High Court,
Yeah.
which they did. They went to the High Court and the appeal were successful, where they grant me leave to appeal. After they grant me leave to appeal, we went to the High Court and three judge, I think it is the Royal Court of Justice, C RCB, RCJ, the RCJ, and the three judge overturned the conviction, say that the conviction were unsafe. But what they did, they ordered a retrial. After the retrial, during the retrial, my solicitor and my barrister try on every occasion to get me bail. They would not grant me any bail in Leeds
You
because
going?
they,
What's one second. What's her name? Nala. What's her name? Shanice. Bye, Nala. Send bye to the dog, yeah. Sorry.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So as each time my barrister tried to get me chamber bail, judging chamber, they refused. They said, "Oh, I'm gonna abscond. I'm gonna intimidate witness. I'm gonna do all this sort of
Mm,
stuff that I have never
yeah.
done. I have never done nothing of that sort before.
And you never had any record. Have you had have any recording before this all this? You're the
Misdemeanor, like
you're the clean slate.
cannabis,
Just missing it. Cannabis, yeah.
yeah,
And
cannabis,
that's
and
minor. Yeah, that's minor.
yeah." So they said to me, they tried the case on a second occasion, and the jury them could not return with a verdict. They say they claim that they have a hung jury, so they decide to release me back in the country. After they
Yeah.
released me, after they released me, I went back to Nottingham and still reside in Nottingham. And to be precise, I think it was on the 28th day of January 2005, while I were in Nottingham, I received a phone call from my wife to say to me, say, listen, some guys came at the house. I wasn't here, but they leave a note in the letterbox that they really want to speak with you. I asked my wife kindly to say, listen, Val, contact them and found out what it is. Because I'm in the process of taking action against them for wrongfully arrest and destruction of property as they mashed up my shop and everything. My wife get to them. They said to my wife they would not give her any information, but they want to speak to me as a matter of urgency. I said to my wife, okay. I get back in touch with my solicitor who's in Manchester, and they said to me, okay, you want me to get in touch with the police? I said, yes, get in touch with them and find out what it is, which she did. she get back to me and she said to me, listen, Donald, they said to me they will not give me same thing as they said to my wife. I will
Yeah.
not give any information, but I want to speak to Donald as a matter of urgency. The solicitor looked on me and she said to me, listen, Donald, you don't have to go and speak with them because
Yeah.
they haven't given me nothing to chew on. But if you wanna do, I will be there with you through every step of the way. Which I said, okay, I will do. I will go and speak with them. Remember, no, at no point in time did these guys come and arrest me. I
Mm.
voluntarily leave Nottingham and went to them at Chapeltown Police Station. When I went to them on Chapeltown Police Station, I think it was the 30th of January 2005, they said to me, say, listen, Donald, a robbery took place at a co-op store, a cooperative store,
Yeah. Co-op.
and
Yeah. Mm.
yeah, the description fit you. You know, in England, these stores are stores that filled with cameras, right? They said the description fit you. Would you willing to stand on an identification parade? I said, of course I do, because I know I haven't committed any crime. They took a mugshot of me and they released me on bail to come back to the station to answer to my bail. Before I went to answer to my bail, my solicitor contacted me to say, listen, Donald, the identification parade took place and no one did not identify you. But the procedure is that you have to go and answer to the bail, which I did. When I went back, they
So when you
I
went in,
fear
did they arrest you? This time when you went in, when the corporate and went, did they arrest you?
they arrested me, but they gave me bail after they took the mugshot because they said they're gonna put me on an identification parade, which you know is by the Viper, by video link.
Mm.
So they give me bail to answer back to my court to my bail. That day I will know if I were identified on the parade. But before I could answer to my bail, my solicitor already contacted me to say I was not identified.
Yeah.
So the procedure is to still answer to my bail, which I did. When I went back to the answer to my bail, I have to laugh. These guys look at me and they said, Donald, no one didn't identify you, but then another robbery took place somewhere which the description fit you. Would you willing to stand on an identification parade? This is how the guy them were treating me and don't care what sort of
So, so what your lawyer say about that? Your lawyer couldn't stand.
I'm gonna get to that point. I'm gonna get to that point. Don't care the fight that I'm putting up and the help that I was seeking. It's like every door were closed in my face. When I went back that day and they said to me, I asked the solicitor in the presence of the cops them, are you gonna sit here and let they do this to me? Not because I'm black and thing.
So,
So
sorry, this lawyer, was it a legal aid lawyer?
yes. Because
Oh, me just
as you know in England, we haven't got money to get a lawyer. So
a
the
proper, yeah,
protocol
because
is
that's what I
that
was saying. If you could afford a proper lawyer, maybe this wouldn't have happened to you. Because sometimes the
yeah,
legal aid, them work with them, you know. You know
that is
that,
what
right?
well it's best for you to say that. I don't want to really go that hard.
No, them work with them,
Me
man.
too,
Sometimes them work with them, yeah. Hmm.
right. So anyway, the lawyer said to me, oh, they said they're doing their job. Let they do their job and we will follow and see what. So they took another mugshot of me. They released me again and for me to answer at a later date.
Hmm.
When I went, before I went back to answer, the solicitor again get back in touch with me to say, listen, Donald, no one identify you as the culprit. And you can visit the solicitor, I can give you their name. You can visit the CCRC and you can get all the documents. The solicitor said to me, you have to go and answer to your bail. It's the protocol, which I did. When I went back, they told me no one want me. The solicitor called me to say, listen, they said no one wants you, but I can't remember the station now that they said some other police want me to speak to me. This is they see what Chapeltown police is doing and they see it's racism. So what they do, they switch the police station now to bring me at another police station I can't remember the top of off the top of my head now. When I went to that police station, because as you can see, all along I have been cooperating with these guys because I know I haven't done nothing
Yeah,
wrong.
yeah.
So
Yeah,
when I
soldier,
went
it's
to the,
wicked, man. Soldier TV,
yeah,
big up, soldier family, yeah.
yeah, man. When
Job
I
last,
went to
big
the
up yourself.
Yeah, man,
Yeah.
when I went to the police station, they didn't put me on an identification parade this time. They just arrested me and charged me with robbery.
Yeah.
They take me to court the following day, and the solicitor, the barrister, explained to the judge in Leeds Crown Court what is the procedure and why I am before them. The judge offered me bail, offered me bail to report to the Chapeltown police station every day, every single day. This is the kind of treatment that I were getting.
Mm,
I reached out to so many advocates to look at what's happening to me, and everybody turn a blind eye. I
yeah.
reached out to the Citizen Advice Bureau.
Yeah, I was
I
just gonna
reached out to
ask
the
if you reach out to the Citizen Advice Bureau, yeah.
yeah,
I
I
was just
reached
gonna
out to the
ask you that, yeah.
Citizen I reach out to the Citizen Advice Bureau. I reach out to Yorkshire Evening Post. I reach out to some more agency and
What happened to
nothing.
your
Everything.
MP? You did you reach out to your MP for the area, the community, your borough?
I think I remember. I don't remember his name off the top of my head, but yes, I did try to reach out, but I did not get through because
Okay.
as you touch on that point, I live in that country and I also vote in that country. So my name is on the voters list
Yeah,
there.
you try for so many help. That's the last resource that could have maybe um
I
gotten you
think
help, you know,
I think at the
if
time
you
it
get
was
to them.
Fabian. I think at the time it was Fabian that were the MP in Leeds. I don't
Yeah.
remember Fabian what was his name, but
Yeah, but
I
based on what you're
remember.
saying, that's the last option that maybe would have saved you, you know,
Mm,
for them to
you're
come up
right,
with your case. But you say you didn't get to him, you didn't answer, you know, you didn't get the answer. But
right.
wow.
Yeah. So
So from then, that's where they locked you up again.
yes,
From that, when them
yes,
charge you, no bail.
yes, yes. The
How long
judge
were you
gave me bail.
incarcerated for?
The judge gave me bail, and I were out. At the time, it was David Blanket that was the Home
Yeah.
Secretary. It was David Blanket that were on at the Home Secretary, and they claims to me that they bring in this thing a three strike and you're out,
Mm,
right?
yeah.
So what these guys do now, when the judge gave me bail, I went back because I have to report to Chapeltown Police Station every day. I went to report. The guys them arrested me and said they charged me for robbery. Again, no knowledge of it. Went to the court, granted bail again. That is two strike. Keep going to court, keep going to court, keep answering to my bail at Chapeltown Police Station. The last straw is the Friday evening. I think it was if I remember vividly, it was Saturday the 4th of June 2005. When my wife called me because I were in Leeds, but I went out the morning to get some stuff because my bail condition were for me to remain in Leeds. So when I went out to get the stuff this Saturday morning, my wife called me to say, "Oh, some police just came to the house, asking for you." I said, "Oh my," you know. So said time I contact the solicitor again. The solicitor said to me, "Listen, Donald, don't do anything stupid. We know what they playing at. Just answer to your bail as usual." Which I went to answer to my bail on the Saturday, the 4th of June. The police arrested me and claimed that I am wanted for a betting shop robbery. And this betting shop now, they said, is in the Airsville. No, these places are a place full of camera.
Yeah.
Yeah, these places are a place where
And none
I
of
used
those
to,
were presented to the judge or in court.
none of these. All they could show me was me and a still photograph of me. And this is where they claim that they tried me. The trial was supposed to last for 5 days. The trial lasts 1.5 day to 2 day, and they return a guilty verdict. And I were given a IPP, a 4-year IPP in prison for public protection, and this is where the judge recommend my deportation, and this is where it lands me. Now, from 2012, I returned to Jamaica. I've been fighting to get justice. I pay a lot of money to solicitor in Jamaica. They took my money. They said to me, "Oh, because we haven't got a firm overseas." Some told me that they have firm overseas, but it were just so hard. But they really told me that I have a good case to argue. I even tried to take up my case with the Minister of Foreign Affairs in Jamaica, which they asked me for certain documents and I produce them. I provide them with the documents. Now, from 1998, I send in my passport to the Home Office. I did not see my passport until I returned to Jamaica. When I went up to the Pika in Alpha Tree, that is when I saw my passport again. So the thing about this, I was born 1960. Jamaica get independence 1962. Now when I born, I saw my mom hold a British passport. So if you put one and one together, I would claim that I was born under the British flag at the time.
Yeah, and
So
the
why
British
were I
colony, yeah.
deported? Why were I deported from that country? For no just reason. Why is my kids them grow up without a dad around them, a role model? These are the
So have you ever
questions that
tried
I've
to
been.
reach to the Privy Council?
I try. I tell you what. You know the solicitor and the barrister that represent me. After seeing what they have done to me, I decide to sack them. And because I decide to sack them, every other solicitor firm that I contact, the bar was just so high. The bar were just so high. The fact that I were given an IPP with a recommendation of deportation. The
Yeah.
IPP come with a 4-year term. It comes with a 4-year term.
All right, yeah.
No?
So it's from 2012 you're there at Jamaica, yeah?
Yeah.
And you've been trying since to rectify, to
Yes.
get some justice.
Yeah.
Have your wife, well, I say I haven't spoken to her for a while. Has she been supporting you on that behalf? Like
Well,
trying to pull some strings as well?
my son, who is now 24 going 25 in December, he said to me, he spoke with the probation officer, this was ages ago, and they said to him that they don't think it will be possible for me to return. No, they didn't give me any time to stay out that country. But my son is now adult. So
So
I
what
told
the
him,
deportation state? Cause you know you have like where you can willingly decide to go down, or if them deport you, them give like 5 years before you can return back. Them
right,
give
this is
nothing
what
like
I'm
that.
saying. They did not give me any time, but the last immigration solicitor that I spoke to, even the Friday, when they, you know what, they used this black woman who is, I don't even know if she was an immigration officer. They used this black woman to come to me the Friday to tell me that I will be deported this weekend. When I tried to contact my solicitor, the solicitor told me that the immigration solicitor, she told me that she's fighting to get my papers them. If she get the papers, she could stop the deportation, but they keep holding up the papers.
Yeah,
Nobody
yeah.
would give her any paper. So definitely what they done, because the first time when they gave me that 7 year when I was acquitted and appeal, they knew if I were acquitted again, it's gonna show a great course of misjustice. So
Yeah,
they try everything, they try every avenue to get me out of the country.
yeah. And were you
And it
trying the
is,
first time when they come out, when they win the appeal, were you trying to get at them, like to sue them for wrong
of
for
course, I were, I
defamation?
were, I was,
I think,
because I,
uh, yeah, I think you stand up for your right, but I think maybe that's what maybe them go hard for you as well. Because give you a story, me have a friend, they broke his foot. He was
right,
he was like hustling on the street, you know what I mean already, Kalalo.
yeah,
And
yeah, man,
he was running from them fling the button and broke him foot. I know them trained for that, right?
yeah,
Twist up in him foot broke, and
yeah,
he won the case. He could have sued them, but he chose not to because they were going at him, and right now him stop, him telling them now about fight them, sue them, because he was given the option to, and he started, then him stop, and right now he's still there and ended up married and have 2 kids, and thing. But I think if he had continued, maybe he would have ended up in the same situation as you, because at that time he never really have no, like proper status.
Strong back it is. I'll tell you
Yeah.
what happened. You know what? The police
Sometime, yeah,
the police them is so vindictive because what happened? The sergeant, I think is his name, if I could say, his name is Emmett from Chapeltown Police Station. He was a sergeant. I understand that they move him after I was acquitted. They move him from that station. So his friends or his colleagues them keep coming at me for no just reason.
yeah.
And it was just so sad because they brought down my shop. They leave my children them to grow without a father. And I'm trying to seek some compensation for my loss of earning. And this is where it lands me, with everyone turning a blind eye to what happened to me.
Yeah, but so I saw them country yesterday, and at that time, it did wicked, and I like now where them a try preach equality and diversity and them thing there. Back in them time where you talk, it did wicked, brother. You know that too,
Bridget,
wicked.
what?
Them get away with anything.
I try,
That-
I'm sitting here speaking with you and I try not to use too strong a word, I
Yeah,
try
now
to
them time
hold back.
them time that them get away with anything, man. And I like now when them a walk with
Yeah,
body camera and people, camera there
yeah.
when now them time that
I
them get
mean,
away with anything, so maybe through them sister y'all go at them for fight them back for sue them forget, them a go hard for you too. You know what I mean? And when them sister have a strong back it as well soldier family TV say, when they're educated about the system, they will hand you. Yeah man, when them sister you know the law and certain thing, and like when me say your missus, if she did know say boy, she not gonna left you alone with them, maybe them will back up in themselves, you know what I mean?
and let me
You
tell you
know?
something. I guess they probably, I don't want to say, but I don't even know, bro. But this shouldn't happen, and I don't think it is right. And this is why I
Yeah, it's
believe.
wrong man. Based on what you said, your story, it is wrong. You were wrongly removed. And as me say, at them time, them get with a lot of stuff, but never give up hope. You get me? Me know somebody still where me go put it to them, and this person won a lot of cases and own won a lot of buildings for people, to do them stuff in, to own and can open business and where them take away from, So
Reggie,
me go phone him and when me done and try to say it to him and maybe get back to Shadow and thing and hear
Lion
what him
Foot,
say
let me
if
tell
you
you
really have a
something.
chance.
Let me tell you something, Lion Foot. Anything, any info you want, just contact me because I am here ready and able. These people, I know the CCRC, the Criminal Case Review Commissioner in England, they don't throw away nothing. So all my files are there. Everything is there. We can take this to them if I have the support over there. My child know about it. He told me that whenever time they're ready, they can contact him. They are willing.
Mm.
It shouldn't be
Yeah,
a get
me go
swept
get
under
in
the
touch to the
carpet.
brother and put it to him. He's a black man, but he's very powerful. Very
It
powerful. Let me
shouldn't
say
get swept.
powerful. Yeah.
This
And
shouldn't get
he's a
swept under the
solicitor as well.
carpet.
Yeah, he's a lawyer. Mm.
Yeah. Because everyone told me, everyone told me if it was London, it would be different. It would not. Just imagine when I went to
No
that
man,
town court.
them side are dangerous man. Yorkshire. And that's how the
Brethren,
racism turn up, Bridget.
I went
Them
into the
place,
court and
yeah.
I went in court and it was 39 people in there and I was the only colored man.
Yeah.
So where's the justice for me?
Worse, some say have a business as well. Them don't want that.
And let me tell you what they
Them don't
do.
want to
The
say have a
police
local
them,
business. I do.
you see this trial that they put me on where they give me this IPP, they put me behind a bulletproof dock with handcuff on me, make me look subversive to the jury them.
Yeah. Paint a
I
bad
will
picture
cry.
like you're this hooligan,
Yeah,
this monster. I
yeah,
saw them there, man.
yeah,
Psychology, psychology. Yeah.
yeah.
Mm.
Even though I were wearing suit like them. You know these guys, they don't want to see black guys in suit.
Mm.
So even though
So,
I were well presented at court, they just, you know,
so
it
after
was
17
horrible.
years, how did you felt? How did you cope back on the soil of Jamaica? After, have you been back since for that during that 17 years you were here? Have you ever been back?
During the 17 years,
Yeah.
yeah, I
Before you
went
got
back.
deported.
Yeah, I went back when my dad died, when my dad passed away. I went back to Jamaica and went back to the UK.
Uh, okay, so how did it felt like, you returned back home,
I
wrongfully
came back to
removed?
Jamaica. I came
How
back
did
to
that
Jamaica
feel,
just 6 months. I came back to Jamaica just 6 months after my mom passed away. At, at the time when my mom passed away, I were incarcerated in the UK. They took me from prison to prison. They were just messing with my head as if they were trying to mad me. They took some prison that they took me. I don't. I meet all kind of racism. I went for my food. My cell were light by some white guys. They touched my cell, burn up my things. Them. It was just so horrible. It was really. I wouldn't want my worst enemy to go through what I've
Yeah,
been through.
it's sad, man. It's sad, sad, sad. And as I say,
Yeah,
thanks for the channel is here, and people are gonna see it, and maybe other people can come forth and share similar stories because a lot of people it happened to,
yeah, man. Yeah,
happened
man.
to a
And
lot
these
of people.
things like these shouldn't go unnoted. But I
Mm,
so glad now because what Britain do, they try to isolate themselves from the rest of Europe because they knew at the time I were trying to take them to is it Geneva? What the court name? The High Court in Switzerland.
yeah,
I forgot the
Geneva.
name.
Yeah. Mm,
Geneva. Yeah, I
yeah.
were trying to take them, because they just, you know, it was horrible. But I'm glad for
Yeah.
talking with you.
Yeah, man. I think that's where it got worse, Nanya, because they were trying to go all out with them, And as me say, as a black colored person,
Because no one
it's
should
like you're
suffer in
fighting you're
silence.
fighting a losing battle.
Right.
Sorry to
But
say it
no
that way,
one should
brother,
suffer
but
in silence.
yeah, yeah. Mm,
Why should I suffer in
so
silence?
but no, yeah, prove that you're a man of dignity, but a certain guy, yeah. Seven brothers, seven different minds, you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say I did the wrong thing. I did the wrong thing by standing up for your right, pleading not guilty, going in because some of you did the robbery them. You went in, and honestly, so yeah. You know what I mean? So
I were just fighting for my dignity and for my family them to be the right to my family them. But
yeah, for them the
then
kids them and them thing, yeah. So
I did never
never give up hope. Never give up hope,
I did
Never give
never
up
let
hope,
to
Dana.
stand down. I did never let
Never
to
give up
stand
hope.
down. But
Yeah.
I hope out of every bad situation become good and I hope
A good, yeah,
somebody else
man.
will
That's why I
benefit.
said never give up hope, And 17 years now. Wow. 12 years now, right?
Right. 10 years since
Yeah.
I'm in Jamaica.
Yeah.
I come to Jamaica 6 months after my mom passed away. I didn't even get to attend her funeral, but
So you have to
I'm gonna,
resettle back on all of them things there
yeah,
in the country.
reintegrate.
And so what are
Yeah,
you doing
man,
for
just
yourself
bless up.
now?
I'm working because right now I'm at work. I just stop from work to come and do
To
this
come and do
interview with you.
this. Yeah, man. Big up and
Yeah,
respect, man. And
yeah.
as I said, the channel is here. Yeah, sad, man. But I got reach out to the brother and thing and
Mm.
put it to him based on what they tell me, and hear what him say. You know what I
Virgin,
mean?
everything I said can be, proven because I
Yeah,
sit here,
yeah.
I don't have a reason to lie. I'm a big man now. Like I said to you, I born the 24th of February 1960. I'm 62 now. I have no reason to lie.
Mm,
And no one should
yeah.
suffer in silence.
I see the people that have been sent home wrongfully.
Right.
I went last year before last year, and them have to bring them back.
Mm,
You know,
mm,
it's similar to your case.
yeah.
One of a long time I grew up and them look and them talk about them come out
Virgin,
illegal and all of them sitting
when I
there.
even try to fight them, you hear what them say? When my children grow up, they can come and visit me in Jamaica. These are the, if I were in England, if I was in England, my kids them would turn out to be something because I'm a father who stand by my parent, my
Yeah,
kids them.
principle, yeah. Mm.
All my kids that were playing football, going training, since my laptop, everything just dropped because
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I don't want to put the blame on their mom, but they were just so reluctant, you
No,
know.
man, yeah, so if you not have your father, a father figure in England, it's hard.
Yeah,
Cause me,
yeah,
amongst my kids, them, if me never
stand
there,
strong.
it to that, yeah, to the hard. And enough
Yeah.
of the youth and why them feel that the system is because they don't grow up with their dad.
I
You
see
know,
that. I see
and
that.
and this is where the government them play a big part by breaking up the homes, splitting up the homes,
Mm,
taking away the
yeah,
dads them, you know.
yeah.
And if you say and them own the kids belong to the queen, and that's what them love say, you know.
I know
Them
all
like to
of
take
these, but
away people child, put them in a home and care and foster and all of them stuff, you know.
ruin poor people's
Ruin, yeah,
life.
they like to take away the dad and there's a woman them say a woman country, so you know
Mm.
what I mean? And
I could
it's
go
not
on
right,
and
but
say a lot.
yeah.
I could go on and say a lot, but it's now 8 minutes to 1 in Jamaica, which is 8 minutes to 7 in the UK. I'm
Yeah,
gonna
yeah.
bless up. I'm gonna
Yeah,
bless up
man.
and leave it
No,
now.
no,
And
big up yourself and as me say, never give up hope, Papa. You know, and thanks for giving Lion for the opportunity to come and share your story and on the platform. As me say, other people might see it and want to reach out and come and share theirs. You know,
yeah, man,
and
a
to all the
long time
viewers
I
them,
want a
yeah man,
platform, bro. Long time
yeah
I want
man.
a platform. So bless
Yeah,
up
so big up,
yourself on
yeah man, big
anything.
up all who up online and the job last Soldier Family TV, big up yourself, Rasta Stocks, and a White Shadow. Yeah
Yeah,
man, big up
man. Bless
everybody man, all of my line and my lioness them.
Yeah, man,
Yeah,
bless up.
Shadow, big
Salute.
up. Mm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
man.
Blessing, blessing.
Yeah.
Yeah man, we talk after here, see?
Yeah, man. That's
Yeah man,
already.
manners and respect daddy. And me Shadow, me make you know, me gonna get to the brother and then me make you know whenever him respond, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man, that's a
Yeah
word,
man.
me, John. Yeah, man.
Alright, daddy. Yeah.
All right, blessing.